we have been super excited to do this drone video here. This is Tract 23 at Hawk's Roost. I believe we're on the north side of the property. We're on the north side of the property looking to the south. So the truck is parked at the easement road on the north side of the property. And as we pan down, you'll see in a moment here, there's the county road. That's County Road 255, I believe. And then the truck, as I mentioned, is on the easement road, and then that's the property just on the other side. The road that goes up the screen or whatnot there, that borders the west side of the property. And then as it continues, it eventually becomes a private drive on the property. So this is the north side. We can see a lot of cedar, we can see some hardwood, and the reason I'm excited is I'm finally going to get a look at this pond on the property. There's a large pond on the north side, and I haven't seen it from the ground. I've only seen it on the drone video, which was the very small screen when we took the video, so this is the first time I'll be seeing it on a big screen, and it looked like a really good pond. I can see sycamore trees, oak trees. These tracts at Hawk's Roost were logged. They were logged recently. Some parts were logged heavily, some parts were not logged at all, and everything in between. And here on the north side I can definitely see some logging, but there's quite a bit of nice timber left. And there's our nice big pond. I'm hoping we get a good look at that. There we go. Covered in lily pads. So that looks like a really good pond, actually. It's hard to tell from the air, but it looks fairly deep. Could maybe hold some fish in there. Nice deal to have a good pond on a property. Now this is a special property for a number of reasons. The electric is super close. We have that pond, frontage on the gravel road on the north side, and then as we get to the very south side, there is a private trail that leads up to a ridge top where the property flattens out, and we actually have frontage on Highway 14 on the south side of the property. So as we're flying to the south directly over the property, you can see obviously the logging. We're going into the winter directly after the property was logged, so that's why it looks like it does. There are actually hundreds of medium-sized trees left, but their leaves have already fallen off, so they just look like large sticks basically. But in the springtime, when the leaves are out, this will look completely different. And now we're over the south end, over that kind of ridge area. You can see the trail, which becomes a private drive on the property. You'll have to check out the maps to really see that. And then the south side, we've got some trees, and then the highway itself. Looking over at the pasture across the road gives you a really good idea about what this property could look like if you wanted to turn it into pasture. It would be just gorgeous. That's really similar topography that we're looking at now. And basically the first step in converting a property into pasture is to log it and remove the larger timber, and that's been done on this property. So if you wanted something that you're going to convert to pasture, this would be an excellent property to do that. So now we're at the south end, and we're looking north across the highway directly at the property. So you've got the access on the north side, you've got the paved frontage on the south side. Could probably pull a truck onto the property right now from the south side. It's not super steep, but you'd have to remove some trees as well to be able to pull onto the property from the south side. And it looks like we're going to fly back to the north on the property. So again, properties that have been recently logged like this, going into the first winter is when they look the roughest. So that's what we're seeing right now. With those trees having already lost their leaves, they literally do look like dead sticks. But they are live trees. This spring, when the leaves come out, this will look completely different. It takes about 1 to 2 years for the limbs that the loggers have left behind to rot away. And also within that time, the trees that are remaining are leafing out, becoming much fuller, and tens of thousands of young trees will be growing up as well. So after the first or second year, this really will look quite a bit different, quite a bit nicer. And then after 4 or 5 years, property like this will look just great because they did leave some timber. And in spots like this around the pond, it already looks really great. There just wasn't much logged there. So here's an opportunity to get a property at a super low price point for a property like this that has the paved frontage, the gravel frontage, pond, electric very, very nearby, that private trail leading up to the ridge top, which could be just a stellar building site. And if you wanted access on the south side off the highway, you might have that option as well. So yeah, pretty unique property. I'm excited to see the full-size drone video. This looks really good. It has a lot going for it. You can check us out at InstantAcres.com to see if this property is still available. If it is, it will be on our website, or you can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com, and we'd be thrilled to talk to you about this property.